What's the good bits?
Oh, that's from. Good. These are all good bits. We can all reuse this.
Really?
Oh, 5p. Added value.
Hot tack.
There's 3p in here as well. There we go.
Huh?
7p.
Hot tack.
Good.
So that means your Land Rover's worth 27p because I found 20p in it last time.
Yeah. Get my money back slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Right, well folks, we're back at work, trying to work on this body, and it's really shit windy day, trying to make sure that none of the roof panels blow off, but hopefully we'll get something done. So today we're going to focus on the footwell and try and get the bottom of the footwell and the side sorted out if we can, just depending on weather, power cuts and how cold they get. So let's see what there is. So yeah, all the wiring, all that out the way, and everything brushed away, and we've given it a bit of a tap with the hammer, and yeah, she's quite bad. This isn't uncommon, it's quite a normal one. The mud guards are bolted with a bracket and 2 bolts that go through the floor, and I don't know if you'll see it there. Hold on, I'll get some light on. There's the remnants of the mud guard bracket there. And yeah, just collects water, and it's quite a common one, so that'd be an easy one. Just get rid of the mudguard brackets. This one's already gone. I'll get rid of the other one on the other side, but that one's not so bad on the other side, so we've left that. So cut all this away, plate it, and same here then on the A-pillar, just cut all that shit away, plate it. This one's not so bad as the other one was, and then just address all this surface rust, get it cleaned up, get it painted up, and that'll be this side done. So first thing we're going to do is start cutting all this rotten bits out. Just made my first incision there. I'm hoping to try and save a bit of a lip here to weld to, and just cut here. Yeah, if you think you've got good metal, you probably don't. Come back another 10 mil or so just to make sure. We've got plenty of sheet steel we can use, so I'm not going to scrimp on making sure that I've got all this cut out. So I'm going to probably come back a bit here. I'll check this first just to make sure, but I'm probably going to come back along here and probably up to here perhaps, just to be safe. So yeah, we'll cut that out. I can't show footage of me doing that because I didn't take my tripod. It's at home. I've been using the tripod for showing you work on the other Land Rover chassis and engine, which this body will be going on eventually. So yeah, join me again in a second when I've cut everything out. Right, so we've got our patch cut out, cleaned up around the sides. I've noticed it's sort of extended out towards the side of the footwell here as well. So we're not going to deal with this right now. What I'm going to do first is cut this section and patch that, and then that'll sort of keep this lip here, will still give us a guide as to where we're going. So we'll get that patched in first, and then we'll attack this side afterwards once the bottom and footwell's in place, and we'll just take it from there. So let's cut a patch. Right, so we have our plate made, roughly contoured to the shape. It's not perfectly contoured, it's not perfectly square, but we'll work with it. The bodies on these Land Rovers over time, they do sag slightly, and there is a bit of a curve on the body here where the body mount is, about there. So we've got to take that into account. What we're going to do is tack it in place, hammer it down, tack it, hammer, tack, so on and so forth. This sheeting that I'm using is galvanized, unfortunately. Do yourselves a favour, guys, if you're welding this, take the galvanized off like I have along the weld. It's really not very nice stuff to weld, and yeah, it's quite toxic when it's burning away on the welder. So you know, be sensible, guys, put a mask on, and you know, you'll be all right. But yeah, I've welded off what I ground off even what I can, ready for welding. It's all cleaned up there. So yeah, slap a couple of beads on this and see what happens. Right, there we go. That is now patched in. Is it welded well? No. Will it hold? Yes. And that's all that matters. It's never going to be pretty, but it'll do. So same deal as what I did with this patch. Give it a good coating both sides with Tiger Seal, and then clean all this up, and then it's ready for paint. So here we are after Tiger Sealing it around it. That's the finished article now done. I've not gone right to the corner because I've still got to trim that out and then weld onto that. There's holes along the side here that need fixed, and also need to patch up these A-pillars here at the back. So that's me for another night. I'm going to tidy up and get home because the weather here is getting pretty wild, and there's been a few flickers, and I don't really want to be stuck out here in a power cut. So yeah, that's about it. Everybody that has enjoyed these Land Rover videos, nice one, keep it up. I'm trying to get a bit more active in doing them now. There was a bit of a break over Christmas period and whatnot, but we're just going straight into it. A lot of guys have been saying, oh man, start a YouTube video, get that shit up there, and yeah, I've been considering it. I really have. None of this stuff that I do is for any profit by any fucking means, other than getting slagged off, and that just drives me to do it a bit more. So yeah, I've thought about doing a YouTube video. I did have one up. I put 1 or 2 videos up there, working on a friend's Discovery 4, I think it was, doing rear brake discs and pads and stuff like that. If I can get back into it, then I will start uploading on YouTube videos and just putting links out rather than just uploading straight to Facebook. It's maybe something I will consider doing in the next couple of days, fingers crossed. But until then, we're just going to crack on, and yeah, I'm going to go home. So until then, see you again.
It's a sheet.